A goy came up to Rabbi Moish to ask, why do rabbis always answer with a question? To which Rabbi Moish replied, why not? Hello everybody, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Oh, the nice guy above Mad Hat will never win any awards. Sorry, still reading dialogue. We'll get there in a sec. Okay. Anyway, welcome to my new Let's Play, and we'll find out what it is in a second. If she stars visible look lonely and desperate, I could relate. Sometimes the line between salvation and damnation is a mighty fine one. I no longer knew which side I stood on. There are those who would say that I had no business being here. They might be right. I'm no longer sure what I'm doing, but I'm fairly sure I know who I am. Here we go. My new Let's Play of... I don't know what the official title is. It's either Shivah or The Shivah. Because here it says Shivah, but at the end credits when it brings the title back up, it says The Shivah. And my game file is labeled as The Shivah, but in my desktop and the shortcut is just Shivah. So I don't know. I'm going to call it The Shivah. Anyway, yeah, I'm pronouncing it Shivah. Those of us Final Fantasy fans might be tempted to pronounce it Shiva. But no, this is a Yiddish word, and we'll learn more about that in a bit. And I'm playing this because it's a fun little game. I don't expect it to be more than 3 episodes. But it's by jaded Games, which I've done a couple of them, and it has a few fun little tie-ins to the Blackwell series, to which I've played the first game, the Blackwell Legacy. Nothing big, nothing like world building or anything, but just some fun little things. So I thought I'd play this, just to kind of get that in there. And to prepare for my newer, bigger Let's Play. But yeah, without further ado, let's start this interesting little game here. It began, as many things do, with a song.
Vadon olam asher malach baterem kol yitzir nivra lied nasav chelso kol atzai melech shemo nikra.
His final note faded off into the near empty synagogue, unheard by anyone. As I had hundreds of times before this, I got ready to speak. And as I had 100 times before this, I began to wonder why.
Thank you, Cantor Kaplan. Today in my sermon, I'd like to discuss suffering. Why do bad things happen to good people? Wherever there is pain, or oppression, or poverty, the question is always the same. How could God let this happen? Is God as good as we think? Can he, in fact, do evil? Maybe, on occasion, he even enjoys inflicting pain. I
took a good hard look around my world. And then it hit me.
No. I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Rabbi?
You heard.
Huh? What?
Go home, Mrs. Raymer.
Is it over already?
Yeah.
Rabbi Stone, wait! You can't just stop.
Sure I can. Just watch me.
But
It's over, Josh.
you can't mean that.
Look, you're a good kid. You've got a good voice and a good future. Don't let me hold you back. Now do a mitzvah and call Mrs. Raymer a cab. Goodbye, Josh.
Ethical dilemmas have plagued religious leaders since the dawn of time. But morals don't mean crap without the personal experiences to back them up. Knock knock. Brush off, state the obvious, declare your intentions.
Leave me alone.
My cat's looking to jump onto my keyboard. No, kitty. Oh, he's gonna do it. I'm trying to hold him back with one hand, but he's determined. State the obvious.
Services are canceled.
Give the brush off.
Go away.
No, kitty, no. The moment I look away, he's like ready.
I said, go away.
No, oh, you're trying it from another angle. What are you doing? I am so sorry, folks. Ah, kitty. I know you're trying to get my attention. Oh boy. Alright.
I repeat, services are canceled.
Whoever this is determined.
Fine, I'm coming. I thought I told you to go home.
Rabbi Stone, there's someone here.
Tell him to get lost. There's no service tonight.
No, it's a cop.
Huh?
Detective Sam Durkin, Midtown South Precinct. Could I talk to you for a few minutes, Rabbi Stone?
Okay, so now there are some achievements in this game. And one of them is to always, almost always, there's going to be some exceptions, but to always give a rabbinical response. What that means is what we saw at the beginning of the game, where why do rabbis always answer questions with another question? Well, when you give a rabbinical response, you do the same thing. And this is actually going to be a very important mechanic. And there's an achievement for doing this every single time. So I'm going to do that.
Is there some sort of problem, officer?
I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
Fine. Josh, take a hike. So, what can I do for you? I assume you're not here to convert.
Are you familiar with a Mr. Jack Lauder?
Should I be?
I'm asking the questions, Rabbi.
Fine. Let me think. Lauder. Lauder. Oh.
You know him.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him?
He used to belong to this congregation.
Used to, but not anymore?
No. Left about 8 years ago, I think. What's this about?
Have you had any contact with him since?
No, I haven't. Care to fill me in here?
Do you read the papers?
Again, rabbinical response.
Who has the time?
So, you're not aware, Rabbi Stone, that Jack Lauder has been dead for 3 days?
I did my best to control myself. I knew this man's type. His eyes scanned my face like a barcode reader, trying to read every telltale sign of emotion. Any flicker, any twitch could be used against me later.
No.
Does that bother you?
Should it?
Answer me, Stone.
No.
So, you and Mr. Lauder weren't close?
No, we weren't. What's the deal, Durkin?
I've seen Lauder's will. He left you a significant amount of money.
Say what? Rabbinical response.
He left me money? Is this a joke? Are you joking with me, detective?
No, I'm not joking.
How much?
I don't have the exact amount, but somewhere in excess of 10,000.
Bull.
It's the truth.
Jack wouldn't give me bubkiss, let alone $10,000.
And why is that, Rabbi Stone?
He just wouldn't.
Huh. This temple's in pretty sad shape, isn't it, Rabbi?
Well, you're not blind, that's for sure.
Can you afford the repairs?
Do I look like I can afford it?
I'm just asking.
Oh, you're just asking? Well, I'm going to ask you to leave. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Rabbi Stone,
Get out of my office.
listen.
No, you listen. I know where this is going, and I don't like it.
I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, you're a real mensch. Get out of here.
Fine. I'll leave, Rabbi Stone. But I'll be back.
Yeah, I bet you will. Putz.
That's interesting. See the rain beat and a regular staccato rhythm against the window, but I could only hear one thing. Jack Lauder. Jack Lauder. The name pulled out a cork in my brain, letting loose old thoughts and memories that fought and struggled for supremacy. Jack Lauder, it was more than just a name. It was a link to a time when things were simpler. A time when I thought I had it all figured out. A time when morals and ethics meant something. A time before it all turned to crap.
I need to think.
Alright, well, let's take a look around. My collection of rabbinical texts, prayer books, Judaic history, and Harry Kemmelman novels. Never heard of Harry Kemmelman. There's nothing on the bookshelf I wanted to read. Just bills, lots of them. What was I going to do with them? Pay them? Yes, not. Boxes contained a small supply of Kiddush wine. As much as I would have loved to break open a bottle of Kiddush wine, I didn't think it was appropriate. Probably not. Oh, of course, so we can access our menu here. We have a Yiddish dictionary. Let's take a look at that. It will actually be useful. Common Yiddish words. Meshuga, crazy. Mensch, a helpful person. Momser, bastard, son of a gun. Nevish, weakling. Shivah, period of mourning. Huh. Wonder if that has anything to do with the title of the game and the death of Jack Lauder. Shix, non-Jewish woman. Yenta, a busybody. Goy, non-Jewish person. Oh, and we also have our business card here. Rabbi Russell Stone, Banal Ben Zion. Okay. Let's take a look here. I come across this quote some years ago and had decided to have it printed and mounted on the wall. It read, "If statistics are right, the Jews constitute but 1% of the human race. It suggests a nebulous dim puff of stardust lost in the blaze of the Milky Way. Properly, the Jew ought hardly to be heard of, but he is heard of, has always been heard of." Mark Twain, 1899. That's an interesting quote that will actually be important. Diploma from B'nai B'rith Yeshiva.
Has it really been 30 years?
Let's find just where it was. My certification of rabbinical studies. It reads, "This is to certify that Russell Elijah Stone has been granted the title of Rabbi by B'nai B'rith Yeshiva on the date of June 23rd, 1970. Color photograph of B'nai Ben Zion Youth Group picnic. It was taken over 15 years ago. Most of those kids probably had families of their own by now. So this place was probably a lot busier until recently. Small cross place used to store old records. There's nothing up there I want to see. Anyway, let's check out the computer. Josh picked this computer up at the local yard sale, said it would revolutionize my life. That hadn't happened yet, but I wasn't holding my breath. Josh set the computer up a few weeks ago. He claimed I needed to join the 21st century and connect with the community. Josh has been bugging me to start using it. I suppose now is as good a time as any. If only I could remember what Josh chose as my login and password. Okay, sorry for that little skip here. So you want to put in the username, which we are named Russell Stone, so the username is going to be rstone. Password. What is our password? Password is busybody. Ah, well, since we looked at our Yiddish dictionary, we know that that is a Yenta. Isn't there a character named Yenta in Fiddler on the Roof? It's been forever since I've seen that. Oh, and then just enter. Here we go. Hello, Rabbi Russell Stone. Please choose an option below. Let's go with joke. Mosh was talking to a psychiatrist. "I had a weird dream recently," he said. "I saw my mother, but I noticed you had your face. I found it so roaring that I immediately awoke and couldn't get back to sleep. I just stayed there thinking about it till 7 a.m. I got up, made myself a slice of toast and some coffee, and came straight here. Can you please help me explain the meaning of my dream?" The psychiatrist kept silent for some time and said, "A slice of toast and coffee? You call that a breakfast?" Okay, I'll stop with the Yiddish accent now. Don't know how well it comes out, but oh well. Martin Lewis converts and becomes a priest. He gives the first mass in front of a number of high-ranking priests who came for the occasion. At the end of the new priest sermon, a cardinal goes out to congratulate him. "Pastor Lewis," he said, "that was very well done. You were just perfect. But next time, please don't start your sermon with fellow goyim." Which, of course, we know goy means non-Jewish person. Medical experts from London have published a paper that concludes that Seder participants should not eat both chopped liver and cirrhosis. The research shows that if they do, it can lead to a cirrhosis of the liver. Come on, that was terrible. Moish walks into a post office and sends a package to his wife. The postmaster says, "This package is too heavy, you'll need another stamp." Moshe replies, and that should make it lighter? Howard, a young gay man, telephones his mother. Mom, I've decided to go back into the closet. I met a wonderful girl and we are going to be married. What do you think of this news? You'll be happier now. I know that my gay lifestyle has been very disturbing to you. She responds, I'm very glad, Howard. I suppose it would be too much to hope that she's a Jewish girl. Howard replies, not only is she Jewish, Mom, but she comes from a wealthy Beverly Hills family. So what's her name? The mother asks. Monica Lewinsky, replies Howard. There's a pause and the mother asks, what happened to that nice black boy you were dating last year? A rabbi took a job at a Duracell factory. His job was to stand on the production line as the batteries go by and say, I wish you long life. Sadie tells Maurice, you're a schmuck. You always were a schmuck and you'll always be a schmuck. You look, act, and dress like a schmuck. You'll be a schmuck until the day you die. Sadie continues, and if they ran a worldwide competition for schmucks, you'd be the world's second biggest schmuck. Why only second place, Maurice asks. Because you are a schmuck, Sadie screams. A rabbi and a minister decided to buy a new car together. The day after they bought it, the rabbi found the minister driving it. The minister explained that he had just gone to the car wash because, in his religion, it is customary to welcome the new member with the rite of baptism. The next day, the minister discovered the rabbi cutting off the end of the tailpipe. Oh boy. Moshe's mother, Hete, once gave him 2 sweaters for Hanukkah. The next time Moshe visited his mother, he made sure he was wearing one of them. As he entered her house, instead of the expected smile, Hete said, what's the matter, Moshe? She didn't like the other one? Ben Levy was in a hospital ward with 2 non-Jews. On his first morning, Ben puts his tefillin around his arm, but the non-Jews can't figure out what he's doing. Finally, one says to the other, look how smart those Jews are. He's taking his own blood pressure. Yeah, tefillin is a religious piece of clothing wrapped around the arm. I'm not sure all the details of it, but I'm familiar with it. Sully took his King Charles Spaniel dog to the vet. Dr. Cohen, he said, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to cut off my dog's tail. Dr. Cohen stepped back in shock. Sully, what should I do with such a terrible thing? Oy vey, my mother-in-law's arriving tomorrow and I don't want anything to make her think she's welcome. Marsh was talking to a psychiatrist. Oh, okay. And we're done with the jokes. That was fun. Let's go through mail here. Welcome to Ravnet. Mazel tov. Welcome to Ravnet, New York. The newest way to bring Jews together as a community. So I keep slipping into the Yiddish accent just for fun. Features are small but growing. Here's a list of what we currently offer. The mail feature allows you to send and receive mail. The search feature allows you to search our data archive of Jewish news, events, and members. Everyone needs a laugh. Check out our joke feature for the best Jewish jokes. Oh, I already did. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hello, Rabbi Stone. I set up your account for you. Hopefully it'll work okay for you. You can change the password if you want. Most people choose things like their mother's or wife's maiden name, but I thought this was appropriate. Haha, Cantor Josh. Dear Schwartz. Dear Rabbi Stone, I've been a loyal member of B'nai Ben Zion for many years, but I can't bring myself to listen to your dark and gloomy sermons any longer. Times are tough enough for us Jews without you rubbing salt in the wound. Goodbye, Lisa Schwartz. Well, that explains the empty synagogue. For the best games and entertainment, visit WadgetEyesGames.com. Jeez, that is a Sierra level in-game advertising there. Rabbi Stone, I'm sorry, but my family and I can't attend your services any longer. The last few sermons have upset the children so much that it took several hours to calm them down. What happened to you, Jeremy Brooks? Alright. For your network protection, it needs contact Tomo. Oh my gosh. That's going to become a thing, especially as I continue the Blackwell series. I have no idea what it means, nobody does, but oh well. Final note, due to continuing non-payment, your electoral service will be terminated if the overdue balance of $525.67 is not made by April 21st. Contact our office if you have any questions. Oh geez, that was yesterday for me. Disappointed. Rabbi Stone, I've tried to have faith in you, but it's obvious that you are becoming increasingly more unbalanced. You call yourself a Jew? Our people need leaders. Respectfully, Sarah Applebaum. Should've got them Applebaum jeans. Oh, sorry. Overdrafter, oh boy. To Russell Stone, this is important that your account is currently $1,893.43 into its overdraft. As you are aware, your account only has $1,000 of overdraft protection. Please submit the difference of $893.43 to us within 7 days so as not to damage your credit rating. Yikes. Not good times here. Okay, so let's do a search now. So remember, we found out about Jack Lauder. Let's see about him. Jack Lauder contact information. Jack Lauder, 100 Jane Street, apartment 4E. Garment District murder. Jack Lauder of Beth Tikva was found dead last night in his Midtown office, victim of apparent assault by person or persons unknown. We at RobNet express our sympathies to Jack's friends and family. Oh. Well, we do have the location of where his home is. Perhaps we can visit his family and see what's going on. Alright, so let's go. Hey, kid.
Wow, Rabbi, what was that all about?
Rabbinical
Didn't I
response.
tell you to go home?
Come on, Rabbi, I have to know. Who was killed?
Josh, what did I tell you about listening at my door?
I wasn't, Rabbi, honest. You were just... very loud.
Huh.
So who was killed? Was it that Lauder guy?
Do you think so?
Yeah. Who else could it be? I heard you talking about him.
Huh. We must have talked very loud.
Well, yeah. So who is he?
An old member of this congregation.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, well, it happens to the best of us.
Are you gonna pay a Shivah call?
I don't think there will be a Shiva, Josh.
Why?
Shivas are for Jewish families. Just forget it.
Alright, if that's what you want. I guess I'll go now.
Yeah. Good night, Cantor.
Night, Rabbi.
$10,000. Less than 20 minutes ago, I had accepted defeat. The bank was going to foreclose on the property, and there was nothing I could do. Jack's money changed all that. The Benai Ben Zion synagogue could remain open. I wouldn't have to see my life's work turned into a shopping mall or a parking lot.
Has God answered my prayers?
The age-old question. What was the work of God and what was the work of man? The money was a boon, there was no doubt about that. But it was blood money, and I couldn't believe God would work that way.
I don't like it. Not one bit. Why, Jack? Why me? Why now?
They say God helps those who help themselves. And I had done absolutely nothing to get this money. I didn't trust it. Suddenly, the cantor's words came back to me.
A Shiva call. I can't just barge in unannounced. But I can pay a Shiva call. It's the only way.
Alright, so that's our excuse. So right-click and hold to show all items on screen. And it's all stuff we've looked at except for this. The window afforded me a thrilling view of the deli across the street. It wasn't the kind that opened. Okay, so let's pay that Shiva call. And what's around here that we can look at? Sturdy, dependable podium, perfect for pounding during less successful sermons. There's nothing on the podium. The cabinet was converted into a makeshift Torah Ark after the last one was stolen in 1996. The Torah Ark was locked up tight. Besides, I didn't want to tempt any vandals in the area. The cantor's lectern contained a prayer book and song notations. I had no need for the cantor's things, so let's just exit and head on over and pay some Shiva. So here's the weird map that we have of Manhattan Isle. It's just like a dark blob. So let's go to the Lauder residence, because all we have right now is the temple and that.
Mrs. Lauder?
Yes?
I heard about your husband. I came to pay my respects.
Oh, you knew Jack?
Oh, Kitty! Kitty! You're gonna knock stuff down! Oh my gosh, he's trying so hard to get my attention. Oh my gosh, I can't reach for him because my headphones only go so far. Okay. Let me... There we go, Kitty. On the floor. Thank you. Okay, anyway, sorry. So here is the only time that you don't want to give rabbinical responses, because she's mourning right now. You don't want to be, badgering her with questions of your own. So give good responses. Be respectful.
Some time ago, yes.
All right, come on in. I'm sorry, you look so familiar, but I can't place your face. What is your name?
If I wanted answers, she'd have to know who I was. This required tact. Just to be honest.
My name is Rabbi Russell Stone. Your husband used to be a member of my congregation.
Oh, I remember now. You have a lot of nerve coming here.
And she doesn't look Jewish, but she married Jack Lauder anyway, so that's something to keep note of. Apologetic.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? I'm so glad to hear that. Jack would love to hear that you are sorry.
He knows already, Mrs. Lauder.
Too late, Rabbi. Too late. What do you want?
Direct and certain.
I just want to talk about Jack.
Talk. Just came by for a friendly chat. Is that it? Oh, stop it. Just stop it. I don't believe this. You threw us out of your temple 8 years ago. And now you drop by for a visit?
It wasn't like that.
Well, what was it then? Can you tell me that?
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Maybe you're right. And yet you're here. Why?
The police visited me today.
Did they?
Yes,
What did they say?
that I'm suspect number 1.
Really? Well, that would make sense. Who else has a motive except for the rabbi who hates us?
Calm yourself.
I'll let that slide.
Whatever. Jack hated you. That's enough.
Mrs. Lauder, if he hated me so much, why did he leave me $10,000 in his will?
That's impossible.
I said the same thing.
Jack wouldn't do that.
It's a crazy world.
How do you know for sure?
The police told me. I have no love of the police, but I doubt they'd lie about that. Mrs. Lauder, if Jack hated me so much, why did he give me so much money?
I don't know. This makes no sense. None of it does. Who would kill Jack? He was a good man.
Yes, he was.
Don't you start. You have no idea.
The police have no other leads?
Aside from you? No.
How did he die?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well, I suppose I'm curious, and I'd like to help.
Help? Why would you want to help?
I don't know. Maybe
Just want to make amends. I am selfish. I feel guilty.
Maybe I'm looking to make amends for what happened 8 years ago.
Why not? Why shouldn't a rabbi play at being detective? You want to investigate, Rabbi Stone? Be my guest.
I'll have to ask you some questions about what happened.
Can't you just ask the police?
They won't talk to me. I'm a suspect.
Fine. Fine. Ask whatever you want.
Alright. Achievement unlocked. Remain polite and civil. So yeah, that's what you get for not giving the rabbinical responses to her. Okay.
How did Jack die?
He was shot right in the head at close range, according to the police.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Lauder.
He was in the showroom, working late. That's all I know.
What business was your husband in?
We were in business together. Fashion design, high-end casual wear, shirts, blouses, slacks. I'd design and he'd sell.
Interesting.
Was the business successful?
We did all right. It was tough at first, but things have been picking up over the last few years. We sell to mainly boutique stores, but Macy's has bought several pieces from us, and Saks was interested.
And what happens to the business now? Are you going to run it by yourself?
I guess I could, but not right away. And definitely not in that same showroom.
I can understand that. Where is your showroom?
Why? Do you want to have a look?
It can't hurt.
Oh, this is crazy. Do you really want to do this?
Yes.
Sure, if you want to have a look, go ahead. Just because trained police officers couldn't find anything doesn't mean a rabbi can't. The building is 1407 Broadway, room 903.
You've covered up the mirror.
Yes, it's what you are supposed to do, right?
Well, yes, but
I know. I'm not Jewish. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but it feels right. Is it right, Rabbi?
it's perfect.
Thank you.
Ah,
How are you holding up, Mrs. Lauder?
Fine. As well as can be expected.
What is the name of your business?
Charming Fashion Company.
Charming.
Yeah, it's a strange name, but it has meaning behind it. It's based on my family's name, Sharma, and it sounds like charming.
I get it. Real cute.
Sharma? Maybe she's related to Nashanti Sharma from the Blackwell series. Anyway, if we have notes, let's ask about
Can you
Charming.
tell me about your company again?
Sure. What do you want to know?
But we've already done all
I'm going
that.
to leave now. I'll see what else I can discover.
Thanks, I guess. Rabbi Stone,
Yes?
about 8 years ago, could you just tell me why?
Were you and Jack happy?
Yes. Yes, we were.
Then my reasons don't matter.
So we still don't have a direct answer as to what happened. I know he kicked them out of the synagogue, but why? Anyway, here is the studio where he was murdered. But what can we find out? You're gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play the Shivah. Thank you for watching and have a good day.